welcome to another Topic Tuesday. This is Dr. Mike McCall from Source Health Center. We're going to talk about hydration, dehydration, all that stuff. But of course, I only have about 2 minutes, so I'm going to try to drop as much stuff as I can. Basically, if you're not drinking water, you got to drink water. There's not rivers of Coca-Cola, rivers of coffee. I'm not saying you can't have that. I'm just saying drink water. Now, if you don't like the taste of water, that is a bad sign of dehydration. Did you know that? I don't like water. I got to have it flavored or something. That is a bad sign. It means that your body is really hurting for water. I know it sounds counterintuitive. If I was really hurting for water, why don't I crave it? But our bodies can be so full, it could be so screwed up because of dehydration over a long period of time. It doesn't respond like a normal body does. So if you don't like drinking water, you got to start drinking water. The best water to drink to have the cleanest taste is actually distilled water. Now, don't get concerned that there's no minerals in it anymore, because you should be getting minerals from what you're eating anyway than you should be with the water. You should start with distilled water. You can start with bubble water, but start with water. Hugely important. Now, many of the factors in the body require water. Everything in the body requires water. In fact, the energy that our cells produce is water, all the way down to the cellular components of the mitochondria. So if you have fatigue, you have brain fog, you're irritable, you don't like people, you want to be a hermit, you may be dehydrated. You may not have a personality disorder at all. You may be dehydrated. Isn't that a wonderful thing to think about? So there's a really good book. This is the second book. We call him in circles Dr. Bat, but it's his last name is Batmanghedij, MD. I believe he was an MD in Iran, and he was a prisoner, and the only way he could help people was make sure that they drank water. And he was surprised how many times people who were sick could respond so well with water. He wrote the first book, which is Your Body is Dying of Thirst. His second book is You're Not Sick, You're Thirsty. He did a lot of great research on how dehydration can lead to a lot of chronic problems like high cholesterol, diabetes, asthmas, allergies, that a lot of people are not necessarily suffering from those conditions. They may be suffering from dehydration. Now, why would I bring up something as controversial as that? Really, it's not. It's because I'm like, water's cheap. If that's your medicine, that saves you so much money. Why not try it out? So how do you start? Well, first start drinking water. It's another habit that you got to do during the day. I find that if you can get a liter bottle, fill it full of water, carry that around all day, and just see if you can even get a liter in. Sometimes you forget, you leave it in the car. You got to work all those things out. It's like something else in the world you got to do. But imagine, if you will, the most important thing other than air is water. If your body doesn't have enough water, how well do you think you're going to function as a person, as an employee, as a parent, as a significant other, as a friend? Think about these things. It could be as simple as water. So water everywhere, not a drop to drink. Ramen, the ancient mariner. I remember that from high school. Anyway, we'll see you next Tuesday.